Hello and welcome back to my channel, Ripples by Gia. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome as well. I talk all about energetics, consciousness, and how to land it in your beautiful vessel, your portal, your body, working through the element of water. I am, I would say I'm actually really excited, but today I feel much more grounded in my body as I'm going to be sharing this topic and information that I've received from my highest self and also through experience of life. And y'all know it's unscripted, it's raw. I don't edit any of my stuff, I let it flow. So if you are here for organic wisdom, this is your place. Okay. And jumping right into it in full Gia style, of course, we waste no time here with gimmick. I really want to talk about praying. Okay. I've always worked with God's energy from day one. I still do. And by God, who is God to me? God is the almighty creator, the true source of life force energy, the Holy Father, the Divine Mother, the true living God. Okay. And that's why I think water is so powerful for me because water is a living consciousness. I truly believe that water nourishes us, water reminds us how to rest when needed as a lake and when to flow like a steady stream as well. So, that being said, today's topic is going to refer to God a lot, not because I am religious or I'm going to be promoting a religion or religious activities to you, but I'm just going to be referring to our source, our true home, God, God in heaven. Okay? Just making that very clear because once again, I don't identify as a religious person. I do still identify as a spiritual being, as a free, sovereign individual on this planet, trying to navigate all the matrix bullshit. And while I stay intact and grounded in my true wisdom, and that's why I have this platform to deliver all this to you. So, praying, praying is a big topic because as a child, I grew up in a Sikh household. I was raised in Sikh household. I was always told if you want something, go pray for it. Work hard and pray. Just work hard and pray. God's got you. Work hard for it. Work hard for it and pray. And as a child, I thought, ooh, I can pray for something, it'll show up. That's a good deal. I'll pray for it. And slowly I started to bribe God. God, if you help me pass this exam, I will worship you for the rest of my life. I will donate here. I will help this person out. I will volunteer here. I started to do an exchange with God, right? Because that's how my consciousness just was back then, right? I was like 12, 13 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted to pass the goddamn exam, right? And move on. What I didn't realize is that, and these whole things, and again, in the Sikh culture, it's called sukrani, right? Like you do a suk. It's basically exchange. Like you say, God, if you give me this, I will do this for you in return. That is not religion. That is not God. That is not a healthy exchange of energy. That is basically a bribe with the devil, right? The devil has conditions. God does not. God just wants to provide and nourish you. God will never put conditions on you. But we somehow, as humans, have been conditioned with conditions in religion, and we pray like that. We basically pray like beggars when we are actually, in truth, the extension of the divine source, of the God. We are the antenna, we're the signal, we're the channel. We are representing God out here. But we pray like beggars. We pray like we don't have power. We pray like we can't take that aligned action and we must wait on something. That's all false. That's all false. There are no conditions. and you have the power to do what you want. And yes, I'm not saying don't pray. Pray. I pray all the time. But there's a big difference in praying and like literally like begging God for something or praying for a divine solution, praying for clarity, praying for God to collaborate with you. And I have my gangster moments with God all the time, y'all. Like all the time. Like when I'm praying for something and it's not landing, I get real gangster. I go, hold on. I park my car up, I look up in the sky, and I go, what are you doing up there? What are you doing? What's going on here? What am I not seeing? Can you please reveal it to me? How can I better collaborate here? Have I missed a action? Am I not doing my part? God, this better land. What do we have to do together for this to land? That's how I pray. And I know people are going to be like, oh, you're bossy, or like, that's not the way. That's my relationship with God. That's how we roll. Okay. We're homies. And I wholeheartedly collaborate like that. And that's how I've started to pray now, right? And more, I would say, evolved consciousness is where I go, okay, God, I'm not a fan of this. Like, this is not working out in my favor. I don't consent to this. Please provide a creative solution for this matter, or give me the clarity to see the truth so I can take my aligned action. And we'll make it land together, you and me, God. That is how I pray. So I don't beg God. I collaborate with God. I share my plans with God. And I move forward. I move forward with aligned actions. That is how you're supposed to pray. And of course, not developing the attachments either, like giving it too much importance, but just understanding that I have the power to make this a reality versus begging for it to happen. That is what I'm referring to. I'm not referring for you to just, get up all your ego and be like, I command this, I command that. And no, it's not like that. It's you're in collaboration and your outcome will be your outcome, and that's okay. Sometimes things land, sometimes they don't, but just knowing that you don't have to beg for something, you have the power to create it. That is actually the prayer. That's actually the prayer. Just understanding how to collaborate with God, releasing the outcomes, the importance, releasing all of that, and just knowing that everything's always going to be in your favor no matter what, because you are here to represent God. You carry the DNA of the gods and goddesses. Period. Okay. There's a reason why we are 70 to 80% water. If God didn't want us to flow, if God didn't want us to be the life force energy here, we would not be water. We would be like, I don't know, cardboard or something. We would be a whole different element, right? We're made up of all the elements of the earth. We are one with the earth. So why beg for anything when you have the power to create and all the resources within you? And I made a note on my phone actually when I had this like aha moment. I was like, I've evolved. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this. Because I know we all have our moments. We drop on our knees and we go, God, I'm done. I'm done. Please, please give me something. And those are beautiful too. There's no harm. Nobody's judging you for that. Those are beautiful as well. And if you're watching me on YouTube, you'll see how awkwardly I'm carrying around like my my microphone. I'm still navigating my space and I have to clearly get something for the microphone, but I'll carry it for now. So, what I noted down was at that time when I had this remembrance was that, we're always asking for more. We're always praying for more. But have you worked on your craft? Have you taken your aligned action? Have you taken responsibility? Are you making yourself accountable of where you are not showing up for this reality to actually happen? Have you met yourself at that frequency? If you are praying for protection, but you're praying out of fear and you're constantly watching your back, like, oh my God, okay, God, protect me. I love you, God. I trust you, God. But wait, hold on. Are they coming? Is someone like, if you're always like still in that frequency of fear, and you don't believe that you are being protected, your prayer is going to shit. It's going to shit. I'm just going to call it the way it is. It is not going anywhere because you are not at that frequency of believing that you are protected. And you're just begging God without taking accountability of what you feel and where your frequency is. Okay. You need to have the faith that it is being delivered, that it already is. You cannot pray from lack because you yourself have to work on your frequency, your craft, your body, literally, of literally believing that this frequency is yours, whatever you're trying to pull in. Okay. I see this with money all the time. You are a co-creator, and I can't say this enough. Okay. If you don't have faith, your prayers will not, they will go unanswered because you're not attracting it through frequency. You're still in the past with the fear of this will happen again. You haven't moved forward. Okay. With money, I see this all the time. All the time with all my clients, I myself too sometimes. I think it's just a human thing, to be honest. We really get nervous because money is so tied into our survival. We get so nervous that we won't make it or it won't happen. So we're praying to land, that new house or that new car or the job or an extra income stream, but we're so scared. We're like, oh my God, if I don't get this, this will happen. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh my God, oh my God. Your consciousness and your frequency is still in poverty. How are you going to transmute that into abundance now? It's through belief. It's through believing you are truly a co-creator with God. And this is my whole new saying. I love this saying all the time. And I think it really helps my like my psyche as well, my mental body. And again, guys, I joke around. I use a lot of funny, funky terms. Like I say witches, all that stuff. I'm not referring to anything demonic. I'm not referring to witchcraft or none of that dark shit. Okay. I'm literally making a joke when I say witches, but I'm talking about you being literally a sovereign, powerful being of God. So if you know you have abilities, and I know you do know, you know you're psychic. You know you have your intuition. We're all born with it. Depends on you if you want to silent it and ignore it or you want to activate it. That is also free will. But if you know you're intuitive and your intuition's never failed you, it's always been bang on and you're gifted, whether you're a male or female, wizard or witch, okay, of God, of the light. I've been saying this and I love it because I giggle to myself. It uplifts my spirit. When something is not looking like it's gonna happen, or I just start feeling icky, I just start losing hope almost for something. I literally remind myself, I go, no, I'm a witch. I don't struggle. I summon. I am a witch. I don't struggle. I summon. I summon, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I just laugh like that. I go, oh, yeah. Ha ha ha. And I just like let it go. No attachment to anything. Just let it go. But I've really been saying that. And you can use any affirmation you want. And what I am starting to notice too is that affirmations don't guarantee anything will happen. They are words. They just help your brain and the transmitters in your brain. I hope that's a terminology. I'm not a doctor. Become more powerful and receive positive energy and almost circuit in balance to positivity, to give you more positive thoughts, to respond more positively. I think that's what affirmations are all are. They're declarations to your brain and commands to your brain to really give you the belief in the outcome you desire. So that's kind of my affirmation. It's just that I'm a witch. I don't struggle. I summon. And you can say I'm the luckiest person in the world. I love myself. Um, you can say whatever you want to yourself to make yourself feel like, yes, you have the power. That is a goal here. You don't want to ever feel like you are hopeless, miserable, nothing's going to happen. You want to really feel your power and believe in it. So, whatever affirmation you need to create to remember your power in times of hardship, create it. There is no right and wrong with that. There is no right and wrong with that. And I think this is going to end my podcast right here today. I think that's all I wanted to say. It's very simple, but powerful and a full reminder. And I always say this, your frequency is your armor, your frequency is the delegator and the commander of everything around you. You don't like how something is turning out? Okay, what are you believing? What are you believing? Because whatever you're believing, that's exactly what's in your field, and you'll attract whatever you are believing. All right, guys. I hope this was helpful and knowledgeable. And if you want more tips and tricks, you want more energetic work, more guidance on anything as with body related, with mindset related, frequency, or you want me to talk about collective stuff, anything at all, any hot topic, leave a comment below. I'll definitely address it. You can connect with me on Instagram as well, Ripples by Gia. I love you all so much. I don't think you guys understand. You all are the answer to my prayers. And I am just getting so emotional right now thinking about this. I was a nobody 2 years ago, started from my parents' house, recording videos thinking nobody would watch them. And here I am, full-fledged YouTube. I prayed for this and I took aligned action. And here we are together now. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? But I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Sending you all a big burst of love. And just remember, we're here to thrive, not just to survive. Take care.